Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for being here with us today. Love it. Hi, Hank. Austin. Hi, Kelsey. Okay, thank you all so much for being here with us today at 50 Strong SkillBridgeConnect. At this point, almost everybody is on mute. But you can, especially when we get in the breakout rooms, unmute yourselves and have some really cool opportunities to meet directly with SkillBridge program leaders. So again, welcome. We'd like to say a special thank you to our sponsors for making this event possible. Those are Cushman & Wakefield, Amazon, United Health Group, ADP, and Lowe's. So again, thank you so much for being here. I'd like to just take a second to acknowledge all the service members that are here with us today. It looks like we have about 130 here with us live, and I'm sure people are going to continue to flow in. So again, thank you all so much for being here. This is casual and easy, we hope. I'd also like to say a very special thank you to military transition counselors, especially those at installations. You are working so hard on the front line. We really appreciate you. To the SkillBridge program leaders that are here today, and you see all of those with their logos pictured. Thank you all so much for the work that you do every day. To the advocates, to our education partners who I'm going to talk about in a second. And then to two other groups that may be here with us, any interested industry partners that are here exploring SkillBridge, thank you for being here. And then everybody else, thank you all as well. If you're in those last two groups, please stay here with us during the breakout rooms and let's just say hello. All right, I mentioned our education partners. Many of you may have heard about this event through the school that you may be attending or maybe have recently attended. We have today about 20 education partners that work with us to share out all 50 Strong events. If you are here as a result of hearing about this event from one of those education partners, thank you so much. Please let them know that we thank them for leaning in on career readiness every day. This is really important. I've realized that I haven't said hello and introduced myself. So I'm going to stop the screen share for a second, if I may, so I can see everybody's faces. This is awesome. Again, we thank you all so much for being here. My name is Candy Tillman. I run the day-to-day for 50 Strong. And it feels like it's day and night, I run the day-to-day for 50 Strong, and this is an effort that my husband and I stood up last year. So we're about a year in. I'll share with you a little bit more about kind of all the activity that we're doing across our 50 Strong efforts. But for the most part, I just want to say thank you all so much for being here. These events are some of my favorite ones because we get to see everybody face to face. And so many of your names I am familiar with from LinkedIn, but it's always great to see people face to face. I'd also like to introduce my husband, Kevin. For those of you that follow me on LinkedIn, I've been talking a little bit this week about the importance of career readiness for junior enlisted service members. A lot of that comes from what I saw my husband go through as a recently separated junior enlisted. So Kevin, do you mind to say hello to everybody?
Absolutely. Thank you, Candy. My name is Kevin Tillman. I appreciate everybody attending today from the employer side and everybody else and all the active duty. To Candy's point, I got out in 2005, and I've said this before because we've been doing this for a while, is my transition was a bit of a nightmare. My expectation of what I understood the marketplace to be like to get a job was nowhere near what it needed to be. I didn't understand that jobs are out there, and I was drowning by the minute. And it, you know, when you first get out, it's like, oh, I'll be fine, I'll be good to go. And then 3 months later, 6 months later, you're in a terrible spot. Having SkillBridge available, it wasn't available when I was getting out, and I wouldn't have paid attention to it even if it was. But the fact that it exists and it's an opportunity, especially if you're a command, will approve it. It's definitely take advantage of it, because getting connected to these employers that have pathways to hire you on, just jump on it. Any opportunity, please take advantage of it, because the market is it's a beast out there sometimes if you're unlucky. and there's a lot of unluckiness, and it goes on, and it's just tough. So anyway, I'm grateful for the opportunity to chat with you guys. Really excited you're here, and please make the most of chatting with these employers. So thank you, Candy.
Awesome. Thank you. Okay, so a little bit about today's flow. We're going to talk a little bit about SkillBridge in just a second, but I wanted to be sure that everybody is just kind of familiar with the flow. We're going to all be together for the first few minutes, 15 to 20 minutes, and then we're going to have 3 breakout rooms, each 20 minutes in length. So what will happen is when we open the breakout rooms, each provider that's here with us today, there will be a breakout room for each of those. The providers will stay in their rooms for each of the 3 rotations, and all the service members can navigate in and out of rooms. I'll show you how to maybe pick which 3 that you want to visit in a second. But the important thing is, this is about for those of you that are here, we want you to opt in to those providers that make sense for you. And then we'll come back together for a wrap up. A little bit about 50 Strong. 50 Strong SkillBridgeConnect is one of 2 series of events that we host. We are hosting events almost every week now. So if this is your first time joining SkillBridgeConnect, thank you so much for being here, and please come back. We also do, at the bottom, we also do employer-driven service member Q&A. We also do employer-driven employer Q&A for other interested industry partners. These are all recorded. We also host 50 Strong Employer Connect. So this is for all service members, veterans, spouses, but we have a really strong focus for this one for military affiliated students. And so there's 2 parts to this one. It's kind of half career preparation and exposure, and the other half direct networking. So I want you to keep in mind, SkillBridge is one avenue. It's an important avenue, but almost all the employers that are here have many avenues for you to explore. We also have replays that are available on our website. So SkillBridge, actually, hang on. Some of my slides got skipped. Before we go into that, there's another really important group that I want to ask to say hello to you before we get started. I mentioned that there are important sponsors that are basically making this event possible for us to do with you. So at this time, I'd like to introduce you to the program leads for those SkillBridge providers. And our newest one is Eddie Dunn, representing United Health Group. Eddie, we're so happy to have you here sharing about United Health Group. Fun fact, Eddie and I were going back and forth this morning about some of the roles that United Health Group has, and I was honestly blown away with the breadth of opportunity. So Eddie, can you take a couple of minutes to say hello and share with us?
Yes. Hey, can you hear me well enough here?
We can.
Awesome. So excited to be here. It's been a long road to get here, and we are absolutely thrilled and honored. I've been in the military transition space for a very long time, more time than I care to remember. But very quickly, United Health Group is a Fortune 5 company. We are a monster organization that very few people really understand who we are. We're 330,000 employees globally across the board, and we are a healthcare company. Some of you might have heard of us. We're split into 2 huge businesses, United Healthcare, which is around the benefit side and benefit insurance side, and Optum, which is really primarily focused on health services. And as you can imagine, being in the healthcare industry, we are extremely busy. You know, vaccine operations, everything you can think of from soup to nuts when it comes to healthcare. So we have one mission, one fight. It's a really phenomenal place for us. We're at a really good place in time. We do offer internship tracks, fellowship tracks around IT, business finance operations, clinical operations. We're very big in those areas. Customer service, remote work. We hire a lot of project managers, and we've created a really unique space for us. And we also, I just want to call out really quick, Barbara Beltram is on as one of my partners here in the middle of the screen. We just converted Barbara to be our full-time program manager for SkillBridge. So she was a SkillBridge member, and did all her thing. We just converted her a little while ago, so congratulations. Really exciting for that. And the last thing I'll say, and I'll be quiet, but would love to announce also that we are just starting and getting ready to launch our Veterati platform for our SkillBridge program and direct hiring. So a lot of exciting things to come. Looking forward to connecting with everyone on our group and our breakout room. So thanks.
Awesome. Thank you so much for being here, Eddie. Next up, one of our other longtime partners is Amazon. Nicole, do you mind to say hello?
Yeah, of course. Hi, everyone. Nicole Morrison here. I am the program manager on the Global Military Affairs team here at Amazon. So I support all things SkillBridge that come through Amazon. But yeah, we're excited to be here and, excited to talk with you in our breakout rooms. And just in case you missed it, but it was a big announcement over the past couple of months. But Amazon committed to hiring over 100,000 vets and spouses over the next 3 years. So that's adding 100,000 to our current workforce by 2024. So definitely excited about that. Definitely utilizing SkillBridge as an opportunity to help us with that.
Awesome. Thank you so much for being here, Nicole. Shakira, Thank you also for being here. Shakira will be in the room with Nicole. All right. Next up is Harris Morris from ADP, another one of our longtime partners. Harris, do you mind to say hello?
Sure. Thanks. Thanks for the opportunity, as always, Candy. So yeah, my name's Harris Morris. I run the Veterans Initiative at ADP. We are a human capital management company, cloud-based, that does everything from hire to retire for our clients. And as part of that, part of our commitment to the veteran community, we are, I guess it's our 7th month now that we are in on having our MOA with Department of Defense for the SkillBridge program. We've got people that we've brought on, we've hired on, we've been through the full life cycle now. We have opportunities for SkillBridge in our main locations, which include Tempe, El Paso, Norfolk, Orlando, Miami, Louisville, and Augusta. And coincidentally, most of those sit near a military base. So if you happen to be near one of those locations, please come join us in our breakout room. Thanks.
Awesome. Thank you, Harris. All right. Let's see, Rebecca or Jamie? Let's go Rebecca Medlin. Rebecca is here today representing Lowe's. Rebecca, we're so happy to see you. Can you say hello?
Yeah, thanks, Candy. My name's Rebecca and I'm with Lowe's. I'm part of the military recruiting team and I handle all of the DoD SkillBridge program. We have lots of opportunities across the United States. And I know that most of you, when you think of Lowe's, may only think of the retail space and working in a store, but there's much more to Lowe's than that. So I look forward to speaking with you in our breakout room about all the opportunities we have.
I love it, Rebecca. Thank you so much for being here. All right, last but not least, Jamie Mccall from Cushman & Wakefield.
Thanks, Candy. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Jamie Mccall, and I'm representing Cushman & Wakefield as the Senior Military Recruiting Program Partner. If you haven't had a chance to do your research and you're wondering who is Cushman & Wakefield, no sweat, because I felt the same way just a few months ago. I'm a new team member, but I've already had 4 SkillBridge offers go out in the last couple of weeks, so I'm super excited and really looking forward to more. But Cushman & Wakefield is one of the largest global commercial real estate companies, and we facilitate the sales, purchasing, and leasing of buildings, skyscrapers, retail centers, anything commercial property that is not a government infrastructure like a house or a highway. We also do manage condos and apartments, even the Patriot Stadium in New England. We have the largest footprint in the United States, but we have over 400 offices in 60 countries and over 50,000 employees. A lot of the roles you'll see is certainly within property management, maintenance and engineering. If you are skilled trades, hiring managers are chomping at the bit for your talent, and certainly other administrative type roles. Prior to my time here, I actually spent 16 years in corporate recruiting, and I supported a variety of different industries. I also spent 3 years in career services at 2 universities, and I taught a career development class and advised business students. So whether you're an ongoing student or a transitioning service member, career development is a huge passion of mine. I did spend 6 years in the Army National Guard. And after completing my bachelor's, I was crazy enough to return 12 years later and use my post 9/11 benefits to complete my master's. And I say that if the Army can train me to do water purification, surely we can train you for one of our opportunities. So thanks so much for being here, and I look forward to connecting more with you in the breakout rooms.
Awesome. All right, I'm going to launch a quick poll. If you all could give us a little bit of feedback, I'd really appreciate it. Again, this is just for us to help make sure that we are doing as much as we can for these events. Again, thank you to all of our sponsors for making this event possible. We really are appreciative to you. All right, so DoD SkillBridge. There's a really important point on this slide that I want to call out. SkillBridge is a really awesome pathway to help with your marketability and your post-military career prospects. It is direct exposure to industry, and that's really what 50 Strong is here to help support. The second really important point that I want to call out, SkillBridge is for any rank, enlisted or officer. Again, any rank, enlisted or officer. And as you're hearing, and you'll continue to hear in the breakout rooms, industry partners are developing SkillBridge programs because they value you. And SkillBridge is a really great way for them to help in the onboarding process for talent. A couple things I want to share with you. SkillBridge is still relatively new. We are also seeing dramatic growth over the last few years. I've been keeping an eye on the number of programs on the DoD SkillBridge website, and in the last 18 months, it's grown drastically. Here's what this means, and something that Mike Piper says often: we are all learning every day, and it's a new program for all of us. There are some SkillBridge providers that will be here today. Tech Systems got their MOU for SkillBridge literally last week. They may not have all the answers for you today, but just keep this in mind as you're navigating with these programs. Eddie mentioned Veterati. I also want to share with you all, I hear a lot about, I have no idea what I want to do. One of the best ways for you to kind of explore that is to have one-to-one chats with veterans that work at employers, especially those that are military ready. So we have now a partnership with Veterati where you can have one-to-one chats with folks that work at some of our close employer partners. I'll drop the URL in the chat, but we're now collaborating with Amazon, Cushman & Wakefield, Tech Systems, and Wells Fargo. And we are working directly with their employee resource groups. If you're not familiar with what an employee resource group is, these are groups of employees that many military-ready large companies have. And their goal is to basically help bring in more diversity and more military talent, and to then support them once they're in the organization. So these one-to-one chats are really great. Okay, so for today's breakout rooms, these are the providers that are here with us today. I've had a couple of questions coming in just to me privately, so I'm a little bit behind, forgive me. The ones that are here today are the ones that we're going to have breakout rooms for. We kind of rotate these in and out based on the provider's needs and availability and that kind of thing. So if there's a provider that you're interested in, but that's not here with us today, you can always find their information and their direct links to their intake process on our website. I'll drop that in the chat box, or on the DoD SkillBridge website. If you registered within the last 6 hours or so and did not get an email from me about how to find the roles that each of these providers have, please stay here with us in the room, and we'll use some of the first session to take you through kind of how to find the roles and how to navigate the breakout rooms. If you know how to navigate breakout rooms and you know which ones you want to go visit, when we open the breakout rooms, please go ahead and help yourself to that. We will drop this link into the chat box. We are working with each of the SkillBridge program leads that are here with us today to get as much detail as possible about their roles. And we're housing that on our website, again, for you to leverage anytime. Okay, so at this point, thank you all so much for answering the poll for us. I really appreciate it. Wow, this is great. For our providers, I wanted to share this with you. 24% of the folks that are here with us are enlisted E1 through E5. 45% are enlisted E6 through E7. Thank you all so much for sharing that. Okay, at this point, I'm going to open the breakout rooms. For those of you that know how to navigate the breakout rooms, please feel free to go ahead. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, stay here with us and we'll go through it after everybody else gets situated. All right, the breakout rooms are now open.
Can I just drop that link for the SkillBridge roles, just FYI in the chat.
Thank you so much.